How's it going, everyone? Conixis here, and welcome to Let's Play Katawa Shoujo. And this has been an oddity because I've been suggested this and I have no inkling of an idea of what it is. I think it's a dating sim, like visual novel, but at the same time, the only thing I know about this is there's a character with no legs, so I think this whole thing is about a school with girls with disabilities or something like that. I don't know the whole shaboodle of this, but that's all I know. I don't know really what to say here. Like, I was always interested in this because I heard this is like an amazing visual novel, but now I looked in the options and what is this? I heard this. I didn't know it was gonna go in that route here as well, but I mean, hey, we know what we do everything here, so it's fine, unless it has to do with lollies, because then, nah, but basically, I don't know what kind of game this is gonna be. I don't know what to expect. There could be heavy topics in this. I do not know, but if you do know about it, don't spoil it for me or anybody else. But let's get into it and see what this is all about. It's like I said, people have praised this. People always told me to play this. This is an amazing video novel, everything about that. So, you know, since we do the visual novel thing here, let's check it out and see what's going on. So let's get it going. Let's start. Oh boy, it's snowing. Let's see. Light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. And this is a popular treat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling? What is that? I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Hisao, just how long am I expected to wait out here? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. Ah yes, the note slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of the letter and locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. Snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing on this stagnant world. And then I get stabbed, and then I die, and let me not make jokes, let me actually read, because if this is someone's favorite visual novel, they're gonna probably get mad, but that's what we do here, we make jokes. But I'm not sure how the jokes are gonna flow with this, we'll see. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time is slowed to a crawl. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting my quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Hisao, you came? A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than eavesdropper to a conversation. I turn to face the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Huh? Who is this? Iwanako. Anyways, I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result? Pathetic. Yes. I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle, even if I tried. Okay, so this childhood friend, whoa, palpitations. My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this girl for itself. Alright. Am I gonna have a heart attack in the cold? So, here we are, out in the cold. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches, cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Oh, Lord, we pulled out the big words. Your boy's stupid. We can't be pulling out these big words on me. Iwanako flinches ever so softly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long, dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. Oh boy, my throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word out if I tried. You see, I wanted to know... It's not even gonna be what he thinks, is it? Oh no, if you go out with me. I stand there motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Hisano? I reach up to try to massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of Oh, am I actually having a heart attack? Oh, shall we? Just kidding! I reach up to try and massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of pain through along my arms. Hisano? My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror. Oh my god, I'm actually having a heart attack! Hisao! Oh god, my voice. The beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak in the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanako running toward me, all these fade to black. The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help, and the incessant clatter of the branches above. Oh my god. You know, I think I'm gonna not make jokes, because Jesus Christ. Dude actually out here having a heart attack. 4 Leaf Studios presents Katawa Shoujo. Oh my god. Inspiration Raita, I think that said. Oh, we got an actual anime looking thing going on here. Speaking of anime, we're gonna be playing something else, and maybe people know, but there is a normal version and there is an elite version. If anybody can tell me which you'd rather see, I don't want to spoil what it is, but if you know what I'm talking about, then maybe you can give me a little heads up on which is the better, because I heard the elite version is a remake, but, you know, with anime-like cutscenes, while the original is more visual novel-like. And I feel like maybe the original will be more our style, but, you know. Anyways, let's pay attention to what's going on in Shoujo, because my dude just sat here and had a heart attack when the girl asked him out. You know, I'd be nervous too, but I don't think I'd be that nervous. Jesus Christ, what the hell happened? Is this sickness, or was this just literally a random heart attack? Like, well, what happened to my guy here? Oh, Lord. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. You good? In that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts, so I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. He got the stroke like thing, doesn't he? Where he can't like use the left side or something. Arrhythmia? A strange word, a foreign alien one that you don't want to be in the same room with. What is it? A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Okay, that's... Apparently, I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. So you're telling me that if my heart races too fast, I'm gonna have a heart attack, so I can't fall in love, because if I get scared, my heart might act up! Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Is there a cure for that? Okay, thought so. Of course there isn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatment. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Yeah, you really, when shit hits the fan like that, you really see who out there for you, and it's fucked. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I had barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Iwanako was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on the snowy day ever again. The hospital. Oh damn, that girl fucking played my heart. She came and confessed to me, and then when I'm in the hospital, she's like, oh nah. Oh, what a bitch. Oh shit. Hospital, it's not really a place I like to live in. Oh nah, fuck that chick. Like, really? I end up in the hospital, she's just like, oh nah. Like, I understand I got a fatal condition, but if you really like me, you'd be sticking by me with all that time. But damn, that's cold. Jesus. It's not really a place I like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they're in a hurry, and they have a million other patients waiting for them. What? It makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. And, I mean, I think I said this in the beginning, but if you're new to the channel, I'm a loud motherfucker. I'm gonna just let you know that now. So I might blow out your eardrums at one point. I might not. It really depends. But if I get excited, I get excited. I'm giving you my raw emotions when I go through these things. So, you know, because I know there's some people who like a quiet visual novel go through, which not really sure. I mean, that's some people, like some people just like to have it read. But I like to, you know, I like to just be me. I like to make jokes, I like to be loud, I like to do all the types of things. If you go check out the latest AI The Somnium Files, I even fucking cried. I like to give my raw emotions when I play things, and I like to get connected. So, you know, if you don't like how I do things, you can, you know, just scoot, but I'm just letting you know now before you get into the long haul, and then you're like, oh, nah, this guy's too fucking annoying. Just letting you know now. Anyways, he never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries would work. Oh, Lord. So I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows there's at least some hope. At some point I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. I did too. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital. Although it was more of a storeroom for books, I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I liked reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. But I loved the stories. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass. I was trapped inside instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I were going to cry. I mean, I don't blame you. In that situation, Jesus Christ. But that only happened rarely. And I couldn't even cry. Today the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I at least seen them. Both of them are sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? Yeah, they're gonna bring me to my grave. It's the funeral. It's not a party. There's a ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers and setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. And he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eyes for a moment. You get to leave!
Hello, Miss Hisao. How are you today?
I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him.
I believe you can go home. Your heart is stronger now,
And with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medication sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hand and take a look myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? Oh, jeez. Oh, Lord, that's a lot of stuff. Let me just turn the music down just a little bit. It's kind of loud. Anyways, oh, that's my playtime. Let's make the first save, everybody. Yeah, I guess create new save state. Progress saved. Anyway, no return. Oh my God, it's jumbled. Anyways, the absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions, and dosages are listed in line after line with cold precautions or precisions. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it, attempting to only make me feel sicker. All this, for the rest of my life, every day, that's gotta be expensive.
I'm afraid it's the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years.
Years? What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all.
Also, I've spoken with your parents. We believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school.
What? Please calm down, Hisano. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down? The way he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever of my concern shows, it's ignored.
You all understand your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least, not until we are sure that your medication is suitable.
So you're just sending me on a trial run, I see! Okay!
So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students.
Disabled? What, am I?
It has 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby.
Yeah, see, I was wondering, I knew, it had to do with disabled chicks and possibly dating and adult content, but I just didn't know how we got involved in this. But I see now, because I'm also disabled. Okay. Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. If it's really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look a couple weeks back. I think you'd like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice.
Compared to the heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education.
This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity.
Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and while it's not the same one...
Special school, that's an insult. That's what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another.
Your father... Oh god, it's a hiccup. Your father is right. And many of the graduates of the school have gone to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate.
I don't care. Person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me. But what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I had always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now, something about how I can go back to school anyway, but no. I don't say anything. The fact is that I know it's futile. I look around the room feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. I mean, to be honest, bro, you're probably better off going to this school because the motherfuckers at your old school didn't even visit you. And that girl who claimed to like you stopped visiting you. She might have been tentative like in the first, few weeks, but then she just stopped. And she didn't even bring up the whole I liked you thing. She was like, oh, this dude in the hospital, he might die. And it's like, bro, even so, you could have gave him that little bit of happiness, but nah, fuck that. That's fucked. Anyways, a clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something, even if it's a special school. It's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. Oh boy. I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, you never know. There might be somebody at the school with the same condition as you. Act 1, life expectancy. That's why there's the little boo-boo on the heart. Because I got a heart problem. Oh, shit. Oh, Lord. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and a gray plaster assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered it through a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked toward the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like the kind of school would have, more like a park with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh-cut grass and all other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom in the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley, even though I was told this is my new school. In the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum, the wind, and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospital again. how they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a common color. Really? Huh. I haven't been to the hospital generally myself. I mean, kind of, but not really. I'd like to forget my times at the hospital. So, it's like, it's a weird story with me in hospitals, but anyways. So, why am I feeling so anxious, despite all this greenery? Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. A tall man with a bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. Look at this dude! You must be not Miki? Nakai. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom science teacher. My name's Muto. Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. The head nurse has asked for you, or, let me see, the head nurse, what kind of voice should I give this? He looking kind of scruffy? He looking kind of shifty. Maybe I should give him the old grungy voice. I don't know. I'll give him this kind of voice. Oh, the head nurse asked for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yeah, this afternoon's probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Why? Why? We got our first choice. Why? Yeah, of course. I don't want to be the oddball. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Of course, but not everyone likes to be the center of attention. Well, he understands that. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Yeah. Like, I think I wouldn't want to do it either, but, you know, I'd do it just to do it. Right, right, but it's no problem. Then let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, the third door down the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for Class 3-3. Mato opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step. I know that, but there isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least not this soon. Hello, my classmates. Let me get a look at you all. Let's see here. What we got? Average looking dude. Average looking chick. Heterochromia chick. Average looking chick. Average looking dude. Average looking chick. Something wrong with the arm there. Something up with the head there. I'm not sure what's going on here in the back. That dude's blind because I see the cane. Maybe, I don't know. But anyways, we'll probably learn about all these wonderful people as we go along. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desks. An entire wall is taken up by blackboards, and the high, old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with the shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. We used to have those desks back in the good old days when in the baby classes. Anyways, I stopped walking in front of the classroom and faced the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school, but then why would they even be here? Yeah, like I said, most of them look normal. But you never know. They might, like I said, they could have a condition like yours, because I'm pretty sure you look normal, but you know, you got the heart shit. Anyways, oh, there's more people over here. Anyways, they're probably like me and have something wrong with them, only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I noticed that one of the girls seemed to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little jarring. Look at this dude in the back slump. He's sleeping everything. I mean, damn. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone is talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I mean, a chick with the thumb. Is that? I actually, in my lower school, I actually knew somebody like that. So, is that enough to get you in here? Because if so, damn. I didn't know that. Because I actually knew somebody when I was in a younger school that was like that. And we were at a normal ass school. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna just read. Despite the natural tendency to listen to someone. Yeah, I did read that. Okay. No, I just can't get over this dude slumped in the back. He is knocked out. Anyways, I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hand as if to make her invisible. Was that the chick over here? Because she was kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, there's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motion. Sign language, yep. Sign language. She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute, so is the cheery-looking girl with the pink hair sitting next to her. She really is hard to miss. Yeah, I was about to say, like, that girl right there, I don't think my mouse is viewable, but that girl right there, she look ready. She got her pencil in her hand, she ready. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how. I don't notice her the moment I walked in. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hands, so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. Fuck! Oh, shit! Why would you say that? That's so fucked. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing and thanks for the applause I did not deserve. That's fucked! Why would you say that when you know this chick only got one hand? Oh, shit! Oh, my God. You know, I was scared I'd make some jokes that would send me to hell, but this game doing it for me. Fuck. I'm not gonna... like I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure there's probably gonna be someone here with no hands. So, are you sure a round of applause could be a... But hey, if the game wants to do it, then I guess it's okay. A collective silence tells me I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisao Nakai. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along with everyone, even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied even with what little I said, though a few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. I listen to the teacher as he drones about. I thought the music stopped and something was about to happen, but no, it was just a pause in the music. Anyways, I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels a weird thing to do. Bro, stop being mean to the girl who has one arm. That's a fact. The first row girl claps on this round with her one hand against her. Oh, okay. I thought she didn't have a whole arm. So never mind. She can still clap her stump. So never mind. That's why. Okay. I thought he meant like she didn't have a whole arm. Because I'm about to say, bro, that's fucked up. But no, okay, it's good. And the bandaged stump. It makes me feel a little bad. Is it strange to say that makes me feel a little better? But only because I thought she didn't have a whole arm. But it does still make me feel bad. Yeah, it makes me feel a little bad. They should have just went off with a cheer. I do feel a little bad. Because like I said, I thought she just didn't have a whole arm. But we're going to be doing... We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. Oh, I don't like group work. That's good. You can work with Takemichi. She's the class representative. She can explain everything you might want to know, and who else would be able to do that better, right? How could I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignment and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Like, how am I supposed to just know who Hakamichi is? Oh, right. Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi. Oh, it's that chick. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with the bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I took a seat next to her by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. Oh? What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you, too! Did the names always have the slash? I didn't notice that. But I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. Misha. This is Hakamichi. What? This is Hakamichi Shichan? Shichan? Oh. I'm about to say, what? I'm so confused for a second. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she's been staring at me the whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short yet carefully neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of a dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate a few seconds between analytic and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. Oh, she's the sign language girl. Okay, I thought so. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, was saying things like, you'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you. This game is, oh my fucking god! Oh no! Bro, I'm going to hell! What the fuck? What? You piece of shit! Why would you say that? Oh my god. I mean, he's not wrong because her translator will say it for her, but at the same time, the fact that he said she will, oh my god. The teacher, he's a... Anyways, I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would think that I was Shichi-chan. I don't know how you would pronounce... Is Shi-chan? Shi-chan. I think Shi-chan? I don't know. I'm gonna just go with Shi-chan. Shi-chan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he would have been I'm about to say, wait, I thought I'm about to say shouldn't he wouldn't be standing up there, but no, he would have been standing up there for no reason, right? Yeah. Okay. He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? I don't know. According to myself, I seem boring. I mean, I look books, so I guess I'm a nerd. We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today so soon. He-chan, right? I guess that's... yeah. He-chan. Yep, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits. You look just like I imagined, really. Oh, she seems confident. Yeah, you look just like a... What is a He-chan? He-chan? I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Wait, no, that's me. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. She-chan wants to... Is there a log? Probably isn't blind. Maybe there isn't. I actually do not know. Anyway, She-chan wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Misha stumbles with her hand word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluent translation. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful, yeah? Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can where you're going before you go there, not just with school either. She don't look too happy. Anyways, even if it's a trip to the convenience store, really, She-chan? She-chan. I guess it's She-chan. I don't know, man. Learn about where you're going? I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly, but anyway. I don't say anything, and Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over to my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deep. Damn, that shrug hit different, man. You look down. Are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way. Please, I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Alright. And another thing, you don't have to call She-chan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her She-chan. Huh? We got a little blush. Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. Yeah, because I don't think I'm pronouncing that She-chan thing right. Or maybe I am. So I'll just call you Shizune. Oh, the Lord. Yep, Shizune is fine. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. You really want that? Anyways, I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Shizune, who I assume would be all business. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess. Huh? Oh, right, we haven't touched the assignment. We should start work now, or She-chan will get mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class. That too! Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizue and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. Oh, Lord. The clock tower bell rings, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch! Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby, where I met Muto down the bottom floor. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard toward the main gate. It's the cafeteria! Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of let me hit that sound effects. Yes, the people. We just turn that down a little bit. Music just a little bit more. Anyways, it's loud. Wait, current scene in the nursery. Current music track, ease. Let's make a new save. Yeah, override. Oh, who was that? That person looked cool. Anyways, there's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are accommodated to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me at the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Yeah, maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite. You want to know something? What? About anything! We're your guides, so you should ask if there's something. I wonder. Oh, let's see. Ask about the library. I think I got everything I need to know. Ask about Shizune's deafness. I mean, now, I don't know if that's really something we should touch base on since we just met. It could be a touching subject unless she was born with it. But I don't know. Let me ask about the library because I'm a fucking nerd. Oh, yeah. There is a library in the school. Lately, I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Oh, wait. That was not her, and is there not a log? I can show the image, but I don't. Oh, Texas, I'm blind. Anyways, that was me. So just let's pretend I read that in his voice. Anyways, god damn it. Misha gives a kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. There it is. It's in oh, there is. I don't know why I said there it is, but there is. It's in the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very adamantly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. They're just talking about I'm a big nerd. I quickly notice the conversation and sign is not enough to fill the silence. We arrive at the classroom early, but we're not the first. Oh, oh, what is going on here? What's going on here? That dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the last row. Oh, did I startle you? She jumps a little when Misha crashes. Okay, no. She startled you. Okay. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. What's going on with her? like veins or is that burn? I can't tell. Misha and Suzune either don't notice or don't mind it as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. And she's just gone. I'm left wondering about her even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally the teacher. Yeah, like I want to talk to that chick. Anyways, getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Toward the end of class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's a long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Suzune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today. Hichan, we've got to hurry already since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Wait, the teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. All right. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built the same style, so it looks like it's actually part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? The face! Don't be silly, Hichan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in hoping that this really will be only a quick visit to like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text head nurse and a nameplate. A voice from inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounds a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around in his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Hello there. What can I do for you today? He's a young-looking, sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who had heard this very same question 100 times. Why, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by the name or just the nurse, like everyone else does. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right. I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation as he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai! I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia? And related congenital... my throat. Congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good! Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us, even if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His jokes feel so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at school.
You'll get used to it.
I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it.
Now, let me just find your file again.
While he searches for something for his computer and shuffles a stack of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, and the equipment you'd expect in a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from the stack of similarly thick files and opens it.
So you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and every evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing?
He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates.
Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at the least for the time being.
Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick up all around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Any kind of concussions might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers.
Not exactly. I got confessed to and got scared. I sidestepped the question acceptably. He glances, like I said, does that mean I can't fall in love? Because if I fall in love, I have a heart attack, now I'm gonna die. Anyways, and he glances at me over his papers with more serious expression on his face.
Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks, or even light jogging, jumping rope, or that sort of thing. Swimming, maybe. There's a pool here.
So I was told.
You were? Very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before. Just need to take care of not to overexert yourself.
He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need to really. I've heard this all 1,000 times already.
Absolutely no unnecessary risk. Take care of yourself.
Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. My bad.
Good. And that's it. Then come meet me if you ever need something.
I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going toward the gate or dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Yeah, like I said, they have the same. We've been through this 20 times. Anyways, that make me one of them. One of us. I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I trudge toward the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms. Shrubbery, flowers, or overbearing smell of fresh cut grass fills the atmosphere. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, it dawns on me, my tired mind, that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. What is that picture? That's a smiley face guy, but what this? Anyways, the door building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is. So I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like the main building, the halls and dorms are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevator at the ends of the hallways. Poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching the television. One nods and gives me a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seem to have a toilet and shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplate on the room adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 17, so I knock lightly. Hello? Is anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements and the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. Hi. It's Harry Potter. Anyways, a bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He is looking at me very intently through the extremely thick glasses. I think he'll get the doctor's voice because that fits him. Who is it? Mine? No, at least not completely. Why would you have eyeglasses if he was? He leans in closer until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. What the fuck, bro? Hisao Nakai. I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce myself. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, his face suddenly brightens in realization, and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting, almost straight into my diaphragm. Oh, sup, dude? Name's Kenji. Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and Vermont welcome. There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Because they could have been some other people, too. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisano. Me? I don't think... Me? I don't think I can trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself! Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while. A wise decision. Damn, you're smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. What? What? He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, it doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of door marked 119. What the fuck did I just experience? Anyways, bleak beige walls, white lane, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room, impersonal like my hospital room was. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned on the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi, Hichan. We've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have. Then there would have been something to do. Yeah, I was thinking that too, actually. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. My bad again. Anyways, I was pretty nervous about it before coming and for the entire day today too. I still am, I think. What? Damn, I have to distract myself somehow so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, gotta take my medicine. The bottles of medication neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, then read the glued-on pharmacy label. I don't know why that's funny. Take 2 tablets daily to stay alive. God damn it. What the fuck? It doesn't really say that, but okay. I was about to say, why would they say that? It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain. After that, I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. Now it's nighttime. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls, long shadows draw. Yeah, I thought there would be a pause, but no. Not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes through the room temperature here. Soon, the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling at night. It becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. Sleep. Katawa Shoujo. God damn it. Well, I think we're going to call it here, because I didn't even notice, but we reached our hour. This is very interesting. That whoever this is looks interesting. But that looks like it's very interesting. I say that. Like, I current scene small talk. Anyways, I do want to play more of this. I'm going to probably do one more episode pre-recorded so I can have 2 to throw up some point. But I do hope you all enjoyed this little, start to a new game. I know people usually expect, our visual novel romance option to be like something filled with hentai, but I mean, apparently there's going to be, so. But anyways, yes, this is gonna be our little romance visual novel that we're doing this time around, so I hope you guys enjoy it. This is interesting so far. I don't know all the characters or what they're gonna be like, but I do like Shizune and what's her face, Misha. They do seem interesting. But I don't know how this whole romance thing gonna work, because if I fall in love and get scared, I could have another palpitation attack and then die. But I don't know. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Maybe the medicine will do something for me, but I don't know, because we didn't ever told the doctor what caused it, so But anyways, thank you all for watching. If you like this, hit the thumbs up button, share with your friends. If you like, subscribe for more content. We're gonna be going the long haul. Hope you guys will enjoy. After all the people I've seen say play this, like, it's been a while, because it's been a while because I think it was back when I was playing V3 that people were like, oh, this is a good visual novel to play, and things like that. So basically, I hope you guys will enjoy this. It is interesting so far, and I am curious of what's going to go down and if I am going to survive or die by the end of this game. But hey, thank you all for watching. If you want, follow me on Twitter. Link is in the description below. Love you all, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.